What if I told you that the worsening forgetfulness and chronic fatigue you're struggling with aren't just in your head, they're actually in your gut? Stay with me because this could change everything for you. Hi, I'm Dr. Lexi Watson, and I specialize in helping people just like you regain their energy and mental clarity naturally and for good. If you've been feeling like your brain is constantly in a fog or you're dragging through your days with no end in sight, I want you to know you're not alone and that there is hope. And today we're going to talk about something that's often mentioned but not discussed enough: leaky gut. You might be wondering, what exactly is leaky gut and how on earth could it be connected to the way I feel every day? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. I know from working with my clients that it's incredibly frustrating to be told that your symptoms are just part of getting older or that there's nothing more that can be done. But the truth is, our gut health plays a massive role in how our brain functions and how much energy we have. And by understanding and healing leaky gut, you can see real, lasting improvements in your cognitive function, mood, and energy levels. So, what exactly is leaky gut? It's a term that gets thrown around a lot nowadays, but let's break it down. Imagine your gut lining as a screen door. Normally, a screen door only allows in fresh air while keeping bugs and debris out. Similarly, your gut lining normally only allows very small molecules like nutrients to pass through into your bloodstream while keeping out harmful substances like toxins, undigested food particles, and bad bacteria. But when you have leaky gut, that screen gets torn, letting all the bugs and debris inside that should have been kept out. The gaps between your gut lining cells widen, and all of those things I mentioned that should stay in your gut start leaking into your bloodstream, hence the name leaky gut. This is a visual of what this looks like in your gut. Now, this might not seem like a big deal at first, but when these substances escape into your bloodstream, your immune system goes into overdrive, trying to fight off what it sees as invaders, just like it does to pathogenic bacteria or viruses. This triggers inflammation that unfortunately doesn't just stay in and around your gut. It spreads throughout your entire body because your immune system is trying to gather its recruits and reinforcements in order to take care of the threat. And this inflammatory response can wreak havoc on your body and, more importantly for you, on your brain, where it disrupts the processes involved in mental clarity and energy production and can even lead to symptoms like memory lapses, mood swings, and that unshakable fatigue you've been dealing with. All right, so now that we know what leaky gut is and how it opens the door to inflammation, let's dig a little deeper into how this specifically impacts your brain and energy levels. You've probably heard the phrase gut feeling before. But what if I told you that the connection between your gut and your brain is more than just a figure of speech? It's actually a well-documented scientific relationship known as the gut-brain axis. This means that what's happening in your gut can have a direct impact on how your brain functions. In fact, a study published in Frontiers in Immunology highlights how inflammation from the gut can contribute to neuroinflammation, which is linked to cognitive decline and mood disorders. So like I mentioned earlier, when those harmful substances leak from your gut into your bloodstream, your immune system responds by creating inflammation. This inflammation doesn't just stay in one place, it can travel to your brain. And once there, it can interfere with the normal function of your brain cells that help your brain process information, store memories, and maintain focus. So if you've been noticing that your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be, or that you're having a harder time concentrating, this could be due to the inflammation caused by leaky gut. It really is like your brain is trying to function through a fog, and that fog is inflammation. Dr. David Perlmutter, a neurologist and author of Grain Brain and Brain Maker, emphasizes the strong connection between gut health and brain function, particularly when it comes to preserving cognitive health as we age. But that's not all. This constant battle going on in your body doesn't just affect your brain. It also reduces your energy. Your body is expending a lot of resources trying to fight off these invaders, leaving you feel drained and exhausted even if you've had a full night's sleep. A study published in Current Opinion in Clinical Nutrition and Metabolic Care found that chronic inflammation is closely linked to persistent fatigue, reinforcing the idea that leaky gut could be a major factor in your energy struggles. But now I want to address some common myths about leaky gut. So myth number 1, is leaky gut a real condition? This is a question I hear all the time. Is leaky gut even real? The term leaky gut isn't something you'll always hear in a conventional doctor's office, but that doesn't mean it's not real. While leaky gut syndrome isn't officially recognized as a medical diagnosis in some circles, there's a growing body of research supporting its existence and impact. For example, studies published in journals like Gastroenterology and Frontiers in Immunology have shown that increased intestinal permeability, another term for leaky gut, is linked to conditions like irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, autoimmune diseases, and even neuroinflammatory disorders. So yes, leaky gut is very real and it can have some serious consequences for your health. Myth number 2, can I really heal my gut with just diet? Another common myth is that you can't really heal your gut with just dietary changes. While diet is certainly a powerful tool and is essential for healing, it's not the only factor. Healing leaky gut typically requires a holistic approach. This includes not just dietary changes like eliminating inflammatory foods and incorporating gut healing nutrients, but also addressing stress, sleep quality, and possibly introducing supplements that support gut health. Experts like Dr. Josh Axe, who's written extensively on the topic, advocates for a comprehensive approach that includes diet, lifestyle changes, and targeted supplements to fully restore gut integrity, and this is exactly the approach I take with my clients. If you're interested in learning more about my approach, check out my blog linked below. Myth number 3, leaky gut is only a digestive issue. Another misconception is that leaky gut is solely a digestive issue. While it starts in the gut, the effects of leaky gut can extend far beyond your digestive system. And in fact, many people with leaky gut don't even experience any gut-related symptoms at all. So as we've discussed, the inflammation caused by leaky gut can affect your brain, leading to cognitive decline, fatigue, and even mood disorders. Dr. David Perlmutter, the neurologist and gut health advocate I mentioned earlier, has shown through his work that gut health is foundational to overall brain health and can influence everything from your mood to your memory. And myth number 4, leaky gut is a quick fix. Finally, there's the myth that leaky gut is something you can fix quickly. The truth is, healing your gut takes time, consistency, and patience. It's not about finding a quick fix, but rather about making sustainable changes that support your long-term health. Of course, we don't want to put in all this work to heal your gut and then go right back to doing all the things that resulted in a leaky gut in the first place and creating leaky gut all over again. The good news is, with the right approach, many people do see significant improvements in their symptoms, sometimes within a few weeks to months. So now that you understand how much impact a leaky gut can have on your brain and energy, let's talk about what could be causing this in the first place. Number 1, dietary factors. One of the most common causes of leaky gut is what you eat. Certain foods can irritate the gut lining, leading to increased impermeability. For example, gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, is a well-known culprit. Even if you don't have celiac disease, gluten can still trigger an inflammatory response in your gut, especially if you have a sensitivity to it. I discussed this in a previous video, which you can watch here. Processed foods high in refined sugars and unhealthy fats are another major factor. These foods can disrupt the balance of good and bad bacteria in your gut, leading to dysbiosis, which is a fancy word for an imbalance that can damage the gut lining. Number 2, stress and lifestyle. It's not just about what you eat. How you live your life plays a huge role too. Chronic stress is a major player in gut health. When you're constantly stressed, your body produces more cortisol, a stress hormone that can weaken the gut lining over time. This is why managing stress is so crucial for healing leaky gut. Lack of sleep and blood sugar imbalances also create stress on your body and can contribute to gut issues. When you're not getting enough restorative sleep, your body doesn't have the time it needs to repair and regenerate the gut lining. And when your blood sugar is all over the place, your body thinks it's in a time of food scarcity and starts prioritizing survival processes over longevity processes such as digestion and gut maintenance. Number 3, medications. Certain medications can also contribute to leaky gut. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs, like ibuprofen, are known to increase intestinal permeability when used frequently. Antibiotics, while necessary in certain cases, can disrupt the delicate balance of gut bacteria, leading to further gut damage. Even some common medications for heartburn, like proton pump inhibitors or PPIs, such as omeprazole, can affect gut health by altering stomach acid levels, which are necessary for proper digestion and preventing harmful bacteria from overgrowing. And number 4, toxins. Toxins like pesticides, chemicals in processed foods, heavy metals, and mold toxins can all irritate your gut lining, contributing to leaky gut. We encounter these toxins in various ways, whether it's through non-organic produce treated with pesticides, processed foods loaded with artificial additives, a moldy home or workplace, contaminated water, or even household products that release harmful chemicals. Over time, the buildup of these toxins puts stress on your gut barrier, making it more susceptible to damage. This is especially true when exposure is constant, like eating non-organic foods regularly or living in an environment with poor air quality. So now that you know what might be causing your leaky gut, the next step is to talk about how to start healing it. Don't worry, it's not as overwhelming as it might seem. So let's dive into some practical steps you can take to begin your journey to better gut health. In fact, these are the exact steps I take my clients through in my program. Step number 1, eliminate triggers. The first step in healing leaky gut is to remove the things that are causing the damage, and this often starts with your diet. Begin by eliminating common inflammatory foods like gluten, conventional dairy, processed sugars, and highly processed foods. Instead, focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods that are gentle on your gut. Think of foods like leafy greens, colorful vegetables, clean proteins, and healthy fats like those found in avocados and olive oil. It might seem like a big change at first, but even small adjustments can start to make a big difference. Remember, every time you choose to nourish your body with these healing foods, you're taking a step towards repairing your gut. Step number 2, heal the gut lining. Once you've removed the triggers, the next step is to start healing the gut lining. There are certain foods and supplements that can really help here. For example, bone broth is rich in collagen and amino acids that support gut health. L-glutamine and targeted immunoglobulins are other powerful supplements that help repair the gut lining. The immunoglobulins can even bind to bad bacteria and some toxins to help get them out of your body so they stop damaging your gut. You can also incorporate foods rich in natural probiotics like fermented vegetables, kefir, or yogurt to support the good bacteria in your gut. If you're not sure where to start, working with a healthcare professional who understands gut health can be incredibly beneficial. Step 3, restore balance. Restoring balance in your gut microbiome, the community of bacteria and other microbes living in your gut, is technically part of step 2, but it's a large enough part it deserves its own step. A healthy microbiome is essential for a strong gut barrier. This means eating plenty of probiotic-rich foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and yogurt, as well as prebiotic-rich foods like garlic, onions, and asparagus, which feed the good bacteria. High-quality probiotic supplements can also be a great tool, especially during the healing process and as you're learning to eat more probiotic foods. Restoring your gut microbiome balance is about creating an environment where those good bacteria can thrive. And step number 4, lifestyle changes. Healing leaky gut isn't just about what you eat or what supplements you take. It's also about how you live. Stress management is crucial, and techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even just spending time in nature can make a big difference in reducing stress and giving your gut a chance to heal. Sleep is another critical piece. Aiming for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night allows your body to repair and rejuvenate. Gentle exercise like walking or yoga can also support gut health by reducing stress and promoting overall well-being. Okay, so now you have a solid plan for healing your gut. So let's talk about how you can keep your gut healthy in the long run to prevent issues from coming back. First, it's important to understand that the steps you've taken to heal your gut aren't just temporary fixes. They're the foundation of a lifestyle that supports long-term health. Continuing to avoid inflammatory foods, prioritizing gut healing nutrients, and managing stress should become part of your everyday routine. The key here is sustainability. Find healthy foods and practices that you enjoy and can stick with over time. This is what will keep your gut and by extension your brain and energy levels in good shape. Then remember that your body's needs can change over time. What works for you today might need to be adjusted as you age or as your lifestyle changes. Regular check-ins with a functional healthcare provider who understands gut health can help you stay on track. They can assist with tweaking your diet, adjusting supplements, or suggesting new strategies to keep your gut functioning optimally. If you'd like my help with this, you can use the link in the description below to request to work together. Finally, embracing a gut-friendly lifestyle means being mindful of the choices you make every day. Remember, it's about creating a lifestyle that doesn't just focus on gut health during a crisis, but that consistently nurtures and protects your gut over the long term. Your journey might take time, but with consistent effort, you can regain the energy, mental clarity, and the health that you deserve. You're not alone in this. Many people have successfully healed their guts and seen incredible improvements in their lives, and you can too. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to learn more about how to optimize your brain health, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And check out the links below for more resources, including my free guide on the top 3 things you can do to banish the brain fog, and go to my website, oakleywellness.com, to see more content like some of my favorite recipes and blogs. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you're most excited to implement from today's video, or share your own experiences with gut health. I'll see you next time.